Hello, my name is Ed Brown, and I developed the IBAR critical thinking method in 2012. And I was asked recently, well, who are you? What's this crusade that you're on? And what are you trying to actually uphold at the end of your life as you know it, or your struggle, if you will? And if civilization is 12,000 years old, the only way we're going to have another 12,000 years is that we have to change the way we see the big picture. And that's going to require some reasoning skills that most of us are not exercising. Now, right now I'm speaking to the geeks, the intellects, the oddballs, the underdogs, because we are outnumbered. The entertainers, the athletes, the people who want quick gratification, the people who can't remember the last time they read a book, the people who love reality TV but will never look at a Charlie Rose or an old Phil Donahue show or even the History Channel. I'm not talking to those individuals who have poo-poo intellectualism. I'm talking to the individuals who actually feel outnumbered. And I'm not any braver than you are. I'm just thinking that if we want to have a change transformation, then we have to usher forth a higher idea of thinking and intellectualism that has ever been done before. Now, what's my passion and where's my ideas come from? Well, I've always been that guy. I've always been the guy who's an observer, whether when I was a police officer for Atlanta or whether I was in the projects looking at all the things going on all around me and people getting high and doing what they do, and I never got part of that reality. Not because I was better than them, I just didn't have that, whatever that thing that people have that they follow and gravitate towards the reality. I never had that. So to this day, I don't know what it is to have a beer or wine in my system. And I'm saying this to the geeks because you're going to feel outnumbered. You're going to feel that your intellectual pursuits, your creativity, the fact that you're not with the in crowd, you're going to feel something about that. And the way the world's situated, it's going to be harder for you to find your place in pushing for that idea that you have. But I submit to you that you are the ones who are actually holding this whole thing up. It's not the entertainers. It's not the athletes. It's not the shenanigans that go on each and every day, the 15 minutes of fame that people are shooting for. I remember taking a class at Howard University as a student, and Dr. Smith, and I'm paraphrasing, he said that any society that loves entertainment over the arts, the sciences, law, governance, is headed for chaos. The perpetuity or the continuation in society has to be had based on intellect, reasoning, problem solving, and decision making. And so, because I'm pretty naturally interested in people, in things, in concepts, and ideas, this is my space. And yes, it's challenging because every Facebook post about something happening on the world stage is emotionally driven. You can't solve problems through emotions. You can be emotional, we're human beings, but to solve a problem requires intellect, reasoning, strategy. This feels like the 60s a little bit, but the difference between now and the 60s, those students in SNCC or the Black Panthers were reading Mao Zedong. They're reading Gandhi. They're reading different movements of the past. And from that past, they emerged and determined what they were going to use strategy in terms of that point in time. I don't see the same reasoning. The same reasoning goes on then as now. And maybe I don't want to be that old guy that says, "Oh, these crazy kids." I'm for you. If your intellect, if you're reasoning, if you're reading, if you have looked at what has worked in the past, tweaking it and using it to work in the future. These are the things that I say we have to be avengers for. We geeks, we underdogs, we oddballs. And so moving forward, I'm Ed Brown. I'm pretty naturally interested in people and things. I'm a bookworm. I don't get high. I don't know what wine or beer tastes like. I like ladies. But at the end of the day, the field of ideas is where I live. And if I have a book or a documentary, and I could spend a whole weekend doing that, a whole week for that matter, and didn't see people, that's where I would live. And oftentimes, that's exactly where I live. So we geeks, we oddballs, we underdogs, come together, realize at the end of the day, we balance this thing out because the lunatics have taken over the asylum. And the only time and the only way we're going to actually gain it back is that we maintain our reasoning and our intellectual pursuits.